Hey everyone, it's Fofo Tsukiyomi, and today we're going to be talking about Itoshi'S and who is the reason why he dropped from a striker to a midfielder. It's my birthday, so y'all wish me happy birthday in the comments, the least you can do. Thank you all for subscribing. We're about to hit 350. We're at 339 as of recording. Let's get to it. So we have 4 candidates today, and the first one, without further ado, is going to be Michael Kaiser. And this one makes sense because from his introduction, he is in Munchen, a European team, and Isagi says he's just the same as Itoshi'S as he's a new Gen 11 striker. So people take that same as Itoshi'S statement too accurately. And then another reason why is because of his mentality to crush people, as he tried to crush Isagi or Richie from the moment they met. And he talks to Ness about how he crushes rookies, fading superstars and veterans, and after the Ubers right before the Ubers match. And we also have to deal with the fact that Kaiser is someone who wants to win the Champions League, and unlike Say, he wants to win the World Cup. Say does want to win the Champions League as well, so it would make sense why people would think that they would cross paths in the Champions League game or something. But here's where I have to debunk this theory about Kaiser not knowing Say. Kaiser did not mention Say throughout the whole PXG game so far. This may have to be overridden though, because Kaiser could just know him but doesn't want to mention him yet. But he has not mentioned him to Win, and he called Win number 1, BlueLock's number 1 instead of Itoshi'S little brother like Luna would have done. And also we have to deal with the fact that Kaiser is an actual member of the bastard Munchen team. Think about that. He says the reason he's trying to leave is because Noel is basically the king there, and no one can take his position away. So he has to go to another team to prove his wealth, which is the best team in the world, La Real. And Say he wasn't even playing for La Real. He was playing for Real, which is their youth team, which is not the actual team. So it means there would have been no way for them to actually meet in an international friendly or a Champions League game, since Real is a youth team and Bastard Munchen is actually the real team. Now, contender number 2 is Itoshi Rin, and y'all may be thinking, how the hell is he the reason? If you watch or read Naruto, depending on how you get your Naruto information, know that Itachi Uchiha basically had to slaughter the village for his father. For his brother being Sasuke Uchiha, and just so that he could have a better life and actually have a chance to live a life. And so he did everything he did for the sake of the village and also to protect his brother. Now, Itoshi'S is very similar to Itachi Uchiha. I'm pretty sure there's YouTubers who've talked a lot about the differences between them. The similarities between them, but I'm not making a whole video on this, so that's for another day. But yeah, that's the only reason I got for him doing it. And also the fact that if Rin didn't exist, Say would have had no choice but to stay on his word, because he wouldn't have been able to pass it down to Rin, as he told Rin that you're going to have to be the best striker in the world and I'll be the best midfielder in the world. Now, the next person is surprisingly Itoshi'S himself, as Itoshi'S could have just limited himself because he wanted to save Rin. We also have to deal with the fact that he scored a hat trick in the last game we see Rin watch before he enters BlueLock. And this is also at the age of Say being 17, so right before he entered his off season to go to Japan. He was still scoring hat tricks and doing wonders for the team. So that begs the question, why would Say diminish himself? Well, easy. Say says that he experienced the world and said he realized that there are a lot of bigger people in the world than he imagined. So maybe he would have just limited himself and said, F it, I'm not going to be able to beat these people. And he says the world is too big and Rin doesn't know enough yet. So that means that even if he's performing good at Real, as he's going to do a pro contract to La Real next season, in the current timeline, so probably after the U20, during the U20 World Cup, or after, depending on when the U20 World Cup takes place. I think it's between May to June, and the actual off season is in July, so Sei will probably sign then, which means that Sei would actually be joining the real L'Oreal team. And then he would actually be playing with people who are actually better than him. At the moment, he's playing with people who are weaker than him, but he must have experienced the game where he saw like the seniors and the actual team is better than him in terms of striker capabilities. And now we get to the striker who would have wholeheartedly crushed Itoshi'S, Leonardo Luna. Now this asshole of a demon introduces himself to saying that he knows Rin and he wants to crush him because he's Sei's little brother. And basically he talks about how you must be skilled too, and how Sei made a name for himself, obviously because it's Itoshi'S, my favorite goat. Now, the way he goes about himself, he calls Japan masochist with having an impossible dream that they can never fulfill. And what did Sei and Rin have? A dream that they were going to share together to win the U20 World Cup and become the best two, not the World Cup, but like become the best two strikers in the world and actually win the World Cup, as that was their dream at the time. Probably even Champions League later, who knows. But basically, Luna calls BlueLock a masochist full of hopeless, impossible dreams. And this panel of Rin is actually the first panel of despair you see in the BlueLock manga if you really think about it. You've seen him being pissed. You've seen him like basically shocked, angry, but never despair of a face that looks like he lost hope. Him talking about that probably gave him PTSD of how Sei looked when he said his dream of them being the best strikers in the world is over. Those were the only two panels I've ever seen Rin in that much despair rather than anger and sadness. So the similarity there means that that's what must have crushed Itoshi'S. And it's possible because Leonardo Luna probably plays for like the actual L'Oreal team with the seniors. And if they came to see the youth team during training and he had a 1v1 with Sei, a striker out, he would have crushed Sei. And during the game, he also tells Rin, your experience, you have a limited perspective when it comes to your experience. No. The line was, your experience is limiting your perspective. And this is the same thing Sei told him when Rin's like, but you're the best in the world. Rin's like, shut up, you haven't seen the world enough. You haven't experienced enough yet. And that is limiting your perspective. He says this in the light novel and also in the manga when he comes back. So yeah, it's basically the same line. It's basically Luna telling Rin what Sei told him. So Luna must have told Sei this too. And before they win the game 5-1, Luna dashes at him and says, I'll crush you wholeheartedly. Meaning that he was going to crush everything that Rin had left in his hopes and dreams, because Rin was the last one trying to win this game. And so Luna crushes Rin, but I don't think he crushed everything in Rin. He just crushed his beliefs of him winning the game. Now, with these four candidates, I'm pretty sure it's obvious who you think I'm going to pick. And it's Leonardo Luna. Not only does he have the most resemblance to him, most like actual knowledge of Itoshi'S compared to like Kaiser and Rin, but he has the most asshole personality to destroy someone, and he's the only one among these four with the skills to actually show Sei who's better. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I just think for storylines it makes sense for it to be Luna, as he's the only one who would be in the similar club as Sei, being the senior team for Sei, and being in Spain, and actually mentioning facts about him and his personality and just crushing people. It just seems like him. Kaiser is the most unrealistic option, as he's probably never met Sei in a pitch. Anyway, y'all have a good day. Peace out.